quit that. You gotta quit starting every recording with "Hi, buddy."
Have I been doing that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Thematic, not habitual.
It's your plan.
Did you get my snap? It cool to do a split recording?
I can do whatever.
I think I perform better under those circumstances.
You think?
Yeah.
Do you have any reasoning for it, you think?
I think stamina based. You know me?
Because you can't fuck that long.
I cannot. YouTube's on. I can't fuck that. Let me. Hey, how are you? This is me. I'm doing fine. This is an audio test. This is surprising. Yeah.
And then the girls will have to find a time for theirs as well.
Yeah, Alex says she's down with it. It's our start of our first quarter this week. Or our fourth quarter.
What if we split? What time do you want to go tomorrow?
I don't know, like 5. We could go early if you want.
Sure. That actually might be better. I was going to try and finish all of the editing for this to put it out on Tuesday, like it's just a day late. And I'll put the Oscar stuff out tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I could probably go like 5 tomorrow.
Okay, that'll work with me.
Yeah, but hey. Hey, buddy.
Quit that.
Should we just do the NASCAR bit anyways without Seth?
No, I think we do that next week for Dougal.
Is he going to come back?
He's supposed to be here for Dougal.
Hopefully, he's less crabby.
I was thinking Quancho and Freitex just like predict March Madness.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty bad. I don't want to pay attention a whole lot this year, so I can just make shit up.
I haven't either. They're everyone.
They're goblins.
All 3 of the projected 4 1 seeds lost in their tournaments.
Yeah, and Gonzaga stinks this year.
Gonzaga's bad, and Tennessee also lost, and Kansas lost, and Marquette lost, and Duke lost, and Kentucky lost. And so, all the 2 seeds also, all the projected 2 seeds also lost.
I got these crazy hairs coming out the front of my nose.
You get a nose trimmer. I see them. Get a nose trimmer.
You see these?
I see them.
Audience can too. Check out the YouTube at 3 minutes 20 seconds for some nose hair action.
Yeah, you got to get a nose trimmer.
My fingernails work too.
No, they don't.
All right. Freitex and Quancho.
Guess on March Madness. What do I need? Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am.
Did you just say I am? Okay. I was like, I don't know what you said. All right. 1, 2, 3, play. It's basketball.
Oh, is it?
We're marching. And we're mad. We're manic. And it's March and we're manic and it's mad.
Madness. And I'm Freitex. And I love basketball.
I'm Quancho and I love movies.
You know, there's one thing about bards. They love a ball. And this is for bards like myself, Quancho. This time of year is like heaven on earth because we got a big old basketball tournament to celebrate people being crazy this time of year.
You know what else what Freitex the Bard loves is Creighton University.
I like Creighton.
Nuts. He goes nuts for that shit.
I eat a lot of kratom.
Kratom?
Yeah, I call it kratom.
It's old time.
Crazy.
Of course.
I'm manic. And I love Craig McDermott's use of the 1-3-1 defense in the Miller era.
There we go. It's March Madness time. Freitex, Quancho. We're here bringing you live updates. Every team.
Who do you think's gonna win, Quancho?
I'm going with the University of Hawaii State University.
Hawaii State University. Good for the surfing competition.
Not Hawaii State University. The University of Hawaii State University.
That'd be a great choice for the surfing madness. Folks, it don't seem like Quancho knows ball because UCLA is gonna win it all this year.
Because Lonzo Ball. Watch out for the Ball brothers. They're gonna take it all.
They still got one more. His name is Leukemia Ball.
Leukemia Ball, and he's been taking out basketball players like crazy. So watch out there. March Madness might be his time. Breast cancer awareness is in November. He's hairless. There's months in there. We live in dungeons, so we don't really watch the games.
Sick with it.
He is. So we don't really watch the games, but we know Leukemia Ball and Hawaii State University versus UCLA in the finals. We're calling it now.
Book it.
Yeah. That's a money line you want to put on. If this is auction, we're used to money lines. This is it.
It's just a little segue from our normal dungeon adventures from the Bard and the Dwarf. So off we go to place our bets.
Marching.
We're mad.
We're mad. And we're marching.
We're mad. We're marching, mad.
Let's play some basketball. So mad. Manic.
Mad. In Britannia, they say if you're acting manic, they say, "Oi, bloke, you're mad."
Then that's just what they say.
They say that, and it's a month that's full of themes and motifs, mental health related, most of them. But this ain't a podcast about basketball, Brandon. I think the viewers might be mistaken based off our intro.
And it's not about mental health either, although we always should bring it up. How are you doing?
Yes. I'm doing all right. It's been a busy 27 or 8 years. But I'm fighting. I think the easy patch is coming up.
And it's also been 1 week since you looked at me.
I still got rug burns on both my knees. I'm Lucas.
I'm Brandon.
You have questions, Brandon?
I guess.
So, the viewers who don't know, surprise, Brandon, that's Brandon. I'm Lucas. Brandon, that's Brandon, will often lob me, Lucas, questions to start the episode. It's sort of like trying to engage your prior knowledge of the whole idea of it all. You know what I mean? They know what I mean. So give me some questions.
Well, I think it's also important to kind of lay out for the people that are unaware at home the structure of this. We're going to kind of lead up into a movie. It's not basketball. It's not mental health.
Yeah. You think these questions are going to be unrelated. Brandon the Wizard weaves these in seamlessly. The stuff he's going to ask me might probably have to do with the topic later.
Correct. And for the listeners at home that don't know what a question is, it's a sentence.
A pregunta.
That's a pregunta. That's probably what they know it as. It's a sentence that's worded or expressed in a way to elicit information back. It's inquisitive in its nature. And it's usually, in a sense, a sort of call and response.
Why not? Let's show him an example, Brandon.
Oh, okay. So just any question off the top of my head.
I'm Brandon. You be Brandon. I'll be Lucas.
Here's a question. Are you Lucas? This is a tough one.
I am Lucas.
See, so that was the answer.
He elicited information and I doled it out to him.
Let's try one more. Let's try. You give me one.
Who killed the president, John F. Kennedy?
That's a tough one. The only name that's sticking in my head, because I've been hearing it so much, is Lucas.
No.
Oh.
People, that's called a wrong answer. Brandon is. Don't get that confused. I could get in trouble for that.
But even if you give a wrong answer, you won't be reprimanded in this sort of format. Because this is fun.
It's not for a grade.
It's not for a grade or for your life or for money or nothing. So, questions. First one. Do you like Brick Bardo?
I love Brick Bardo. So users, sometimes you can answer positively too. I love Brick Bardo.
We should all love Brick Bardo.
And we do.
Next, I've already asked this question before. Do you like crossover movies?
I think I answered in the negatory last time.
So listeners, you can answer negatively to questions too.
You sure can. I'm using a reference to a past episode. No, I don't normally like crossover episodes, but every flower has its bloom, every moon has its shade, and every movie has a chance to be taken seriously.
Damn, that was actually really good. I can't top that with a third question.
The critics' credo.
Oh, no. Do you like, third question, do you like gigantic kitchen set pieces?
Ooh, only seen them in movies, I feel like, where bugs are featured heavily, which I love, of course. So I'll give it a thumbs up.
There it is. Yeah. And I'll give giant movie set pieces a 7.9 out of 10.
Yeah.
On a lasagna scale. Yeah.
On the lasagna scale, which is, we'll talk about that later.
We'll get that. Slow down. Whoa. So if you've answered yes or no to any of the questions before that included, do you like Brick Bardo? Do you like crossover films? Or do you like giant kitchen set pieces? You've come to the right place. We've already said that this is the good, the bad, and the movies. That's Lucas. I'm Brandon.
Sorry, I might have screwed it up. This is the next sound you will hear will be from Lucas.
That way you know later on in the podcast when Lucas is talking.
Yes. Would you want to do a similar signaling device?
Yeah, so Brandon here, and I'm going to make a noise, and you'll know once you hear something like that sounds like this, it's going to be Brandon. It's quack, 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 quack.
Okay, because we forget oftentimes it's an audio medium, and people can't look at the podcast with their eyeballs, or else they would crash their many vehicles. So
they can only listen to us while driving a car, or a plane, or a boat, or a forklift. Can't do it while you're sitting at home.
Against the rules.
So, answering yes, this is good, the bad, the movies. I'm Brandon. That's Lucas. We watched a movie from 1993, a sequel that Seth was supposed to be here, and a crossover.
Yeah, Seth ain't here. He's got a chainsaw thing going on.
Yeah, it's a chainsaw competition.
Yeah, he's in it. They're chainsawing him.
And he was ornery about it.
He's always ornery.
So the movie.
Devin's gone.
Yeah. The movie, and that's fine because Devin didn't see the first one. Dollman versus Demonic Toys. This is applause, listeners.
Yeah, signaling care.
And that was not the sound of us clapping cheeks. This is an audio medium, so we need to let you know.
Yes. They might have thought.
Dollman versus Demonic. Just smack.
No.
Before we get into
director,
90-day water cleanse.
How many days are you into it?
107.
Wow, so he's beat the mark. He's going for the all-time record. If Brandon drinks water and not any sodas or any other liquids for just 11 more days, he has the world record.
Yeah, nobody in the history has ever gone more than 118 days.
That's the record with water. I got a Diet Dr. Pepper. The doctor is in, and he says, I'm tasty.
He says, water's bad for you. Drink me instead.
He could. He probably did. That's why I got disbarred. Dismembered.
And that's how marketing works, listeners.
A little behind the scenes action. Next, you're going to ask me if I know the director.
Yeah. Do you know the director?
I don't. Is it Albert Keane?
It's Charles Band.
Oh, we've done a Band flick before, I feel like.
We sure have.
What are some of his previous titles that he's directed?
Last Foxtrot in Burbank. The Alchemist.
Good name.
Meridian. Dr. Mordred. All of the Trancers movies.
Yeah.
All of the Puppet Master movies.
Yeah.
Blood Dolls.
Yeah.
Decadent Evil.
Sure.
Blood of 1,000 Virgins.
Good name.
Babes Behind Bars.
Little prison flick.
Badass Motherfuckers. But the S's are money signs.
Yeah, better be.
The UC and motherfuckers is asterisks. Fists of Fury. Bunkers of Blood.
Nice.
The whole Carnage collection.
Carnage, yeah.
Barbie and Kendra Save the Tiger King.
It was like they shouldn't have had that property.
Barbie and Kendra Storm Area 51.
Wow.
He did Crash.
Yeah, Oscar winner.
He did Parasite.
That's right, an Oscar winner.
And he did Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong.
All of them?
Well, he did the crossover, the original The Ginger Dead Man, and all of the Evil Bongs.
That's right. He's the full moon? Full moon guy. He's got to be their like big homie. You know what I mean?
Big homie.
He's the center homie. And it's his creative control that it seems like Full Moon lives or dies.
Favorite Full Moon feature?
Oh man.
What about Ooga Booga?
I haven't seen that. Seems racist.
Seems scary.
Scary racist. I love Doll. We love Dollman. We'll get to that in the history, I'm sure.
We've waxed poetically about Dollman. We love it. And then Charles Band's also the writer. He wrote Trancers 2 and 5, Puppet Master 1 through 3, Seed People, Robot Wars, Seed People, Robot Wars, not to be confused with Dragon Wars. He wrote Demonic Toys. He wrote Dollman. He wrote Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. He wrote Evil Bong 2, King Bong, Evil Bong 420, Evil Bong High 5, Evil Bong 666, Evil Bong 777, Evil Bong 888, Infinity High, and Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong.
Yeah. He's sick with it. You think like it's wild that him and like William Faulkner shared this earth together?
Yeah.
As literary peers. I don't know if they ever shared it together, but I mean, they both walked the same earth with the same job.
Even crazier, think about like a water bear. You know those little tiny things. Those have shared the earth with stegosauruses. That's crazy, man.
And like Elvis Costello
And Elvis Presley. And
I heard a song from him in the 70s, and I was like, how is he alive?
And Elvis Doomerville.
Elvis Doomerville and Elvis, this guy from my neighborhood growing up.
Well, who's the oh, I was thinking of Perez Hilton. I was gonna say the radio mogul. Elvis Perez Hilton. Other writers, he's not the sole writer. There's two more.
Dear God.
You've got Craig Hammond. My best friend's birthday. He did Stalked, A Boogie Boy, Showdown in Manila, Gunfight at Rio Bravo, and Night of the Caregiver, which sounds like a Goosebumps novel.
Does sound like a title from
Gunfight at Rio Bravo does sound like it could be good.
I think it's probably a bad movie though.
Probably. And then the last one is Jack Canson. So you got Hey Man, you got Canson.
Probably aliases.
This guy's done Nowhere to Run, Body Chemistry 1 through 3, Trancers 2, Seed People, Robot Wars, not to be mistaken with Dragon Wars,
Robot Wars,
Mandroid, not to be mistaken with Mangina, and the Berlin Conspiracy,
not to be mistaken with Fargo.
Yeah. So those are our writers. Those are what you should not mistake it with.
Yeah, it's a little guide. Now
it's a little. And there's also a little guy.
There's a little guy in there too. People think you turn on the TV, right? There's guys on there. That's it. That's the movie. There's people, they don't realize that have to write it and organize it all in a fashion that makes it presentable for TV. Because you try going out there and filming your kids, and it won't work.
Yeah, think about all the tables of food that need to be catered to them. Think about the hors d'oeuvres.
They didn't, Brandon.
Best boys deserve the best hors d'oeuvres.
Our dumb fuck audiences turn the TV on and say, "There it is. That's real."
We're not saying you guys, you listeners, not our dumb fuck audience.
No.
Just audiences
just everybody who listens to our podcasts. Yeah,
they aren't thinking about the hors d'oeuvres.
So with a H.
HORS. Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. Those French are goofballs.
So stupid.
Actors.
Tim Thomerson.
I was hyped. Saw that guy's name. Didn't look like him at the start. I was like, that Bardo, and then it was Bardo.
It was Bardo. No Jackie Earl Haley, unfortunately.
Well, he got blown to bits.
Yeah, he died. So you got Tim Thomerson. You got Tracy Scoggins. You've got Melissa Baer. You've got Philip Brock.
Gross.
Phil Fondacaro. R.C. Bates. Willie C. Carpenter. And Peter Chen.
Tim Thomerson, the lead, not a bad piece of eye candy on his shoulder, though. The she from the Evil Toys franchise, it seemed like.
Well, the she from the
Evil new installment.
We'll kind of talk about that, but this is not just a dual crossover. It's a crossover. It's a try. But they don't put that in the title. So the girl that's the renegade cop is the demonic toys one.
Yeah. Oh,
the blonde,
the hottie.
The blonde bikini babe that was shrunk by aliens was from something called Bad Channels.
What?
Yeah.
She was not the hottie.
The hottie
from another Mahdi. That's crazy.
So it's kind of a triple crossover. We'll get to it.
That's a good cast.
It is. And then a plot. Judith Gray teams with Brick Bardo, aka Dollman, and his girlfriend Ginger to face the evil demonic toys for one final battle. Now we did Ginger Dead Man versus Doll. Ginger Dead Man versus Dollman. That's easy.
Dollman's taking that shit.
He would not try and say like a one-liner to him. He'd be blasting me like "fuck you."
No, eat my fucking balls.
We've seen Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong, and there was no battle actually. So will there be today? We'll see.
We will. I mean, don't turn it off. Listen, you'll find out, people. That's what Brandon's telling you in such a coy way.
Was it really even that coy? I was pretty straightforward with it, I thought.
Well, I think you put the thought in their head. Maybe you don't know the answer.
Oh, okay. Because it's an audio medium, and they weren't able to see my facial.
You're being facial, yeah.
And then, how about some history? Do you want to guess
the Dollman franchise? The Dollman franchise is a Full Moon Productions picture directed by Albert Puin, who's dead now. He died in the last 3 years. That guy did. It's like a Dirty Harry knockoff where he's tiny. We saw the first movie, Dollman. Sometimes Full Moon does comics and shit with it.
It's pretty good. Let's see what else I have. Dollman vs. Demonic Toys is a 1993 American direct-to-video horror film. It is a continuation of 3 films released by Full Moon Features: Dollman, Demonic Toys, and Bad Channels. Much of the movie consists of flashbacks from the 3 previous movies, aimed to enhance the story and promote the earlier movies. The film was followed by Puppet Master vs. Demonic Toys in 2004, with alternate designs for the toys, which initially aired on the Sci-Fi Channel. In 2010, a direct sequel to the first film titled Demonic Toys Personal Demons was released, which ignores all the events that occurred within the Dollman vs. Demonic Toys film.
So their cannons are little crates, if you will. They're firing at different targets.
Seems like their favorite franchise of everything is this Demonic Toys one, because this is the one that they're doing crossovers with everything else and new characters and new films.
The Evil Bong series too seemed pretty popular.
Yeah, that one.
But yeah, you're right. This does seem like a tentpole.
Like a boner of a guy sleeping in bed on his back.
Yeah, and the rest of the movies are his clothes being supported by the boner.
What
a perfect analogy.
What is the testicles in this scenario?
Production design.
Okay. Yeah. That's where they're making the sets, guys. Nobody's thinking about that. The balls is where the set design comes in. So,
you know this,
with that,
as moviegoers, yeah.
If you're making a movie and you need to pay for it.
You better pay in cash. That means you better save for it.
Or else you'll have to pay for it. But a budget is money that you have that you spend on something.
Good lesson I need to learn, because my electricity has been off for months.
How are you podcasting right now?
This is at a McDonald's. See, there's Ronald. Okay. Was
there an alien breakdancing in the background too?
Yeah, always ignore him. The feds are gonna show up.
We got a budget.
You don't got one, bitch.
I do.
What?
I do.
They threw a budget on this movie as it confirmed?
I've got a budget. Yep.
$85,000.
Not a bad guess. It's $350 million.
I should have guessed $350 million.
It's what you never think to. It's $350,000.
They had to pay Thomerson. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's surprising. It's a little more hi-fi than the Evil Bong and the Ginger Bong guy. So that makes sense. It costs a penny.
The animatronics and some of the sci-fi or the technical effects will look better for sure too.
Right, models and stuff, and they had a table of hors d'oeuvres.
That had to have been paid for. There's this table.
You can't steal those
legally. Best boys have to be fed hors d'oeuvres. They have to be the best hors d'oeuvres, but those have to be paid for.
It's a lot. And you don't have a box office information.
Because
direct to video.
Which
means it went directly to video.
If you didn't pick up on that, yeah. So instead of theaters, like video, like a DVD or a VHS or things, because it was 1993, it went directly to that.
Or the Sci-Fi Channel.
That's what direct to video means. So, yeah, $350,000. We think we made this money back.
Yes, they print money here.
Yeah, and we always are printing money. So, like, why couldn't you make it back?
Just say you made it. Yeah, this movie made money.
If the U.S. is making money, the movie made money. But we're in
the economy.
We're in the debt. This was so every movie is every movie. Yeah. Were we in debt in 1993?
No, internet was booming.
There we go.
Iraq was
Iraqin
in hindsight and on the forefront, but not at the moment.
Okay. Well, I've got a single tagline for you.
Let me guess. When the toys meet the boys.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, I like that a lot.
Is that what it is?
That's not what it is. That is better than this. It's all is not well in Toyland.
That does suck. The toys meet the boy.
I don't think we're gonna beat that, but let's come up with other ones of our own.
Alternative ones.
What about like When in Rome?
Ooh. How about It's Raining Cats and Toys?
Toys and dogs, no cats and toys.
Play with this little guy.
There you go. You don't. Do not.
When in Rome.
Yeah, the When in Rome is a good one. All That Glitters Is Not Cold.
All that glitters is not cold.
I've got something brewing on the tongue, on the tip of the tongue.
What are the aspects?
It's like Full Moon Features built from the ground up, like Brick Bardo and mortar.
Oh, Brick by Brick Bardo.
Built by Brick Bardo, yeah. Built from the ground up by Brick
by Brick Bardo.
What about Yoshi and Bardo? At it again.
They're at it again. How about the Dollman Redemption? Last train to
Busan.
Arcus.
Oh, I think we're gonna go with the Toys Meet the Boys.
Boys Meet the Boys.
That was very good for you to come up with.
First pitch swinging, thank you.
First pitch swinging, you hit it 783 yards. Oh, geez, not even feet, yards.
Yards, wow, I cranked it.
The other day,
I'm arrested for steroids.
Marina's family's been here this week, and one day, her father, Kurt, and me went over to my parents' house. My dad was there, and we were kind of waiting and buying time before we went to dinner. So we were playing the Wii. Just go to Wii Sports.
Hell yeah.
And did you ever do the thing on Wii Sports where you did the fitness section where it told you your athletic age instead of just bowling or tennis?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, we're going to have to do this. They're like, why don't we just bowl? I was like, no, we got to know our ages first. And so it had us do like a tennis return thing, like 50 balls you had to return. it was a bowling, like just picking up spares, and then it was a hitting home runs one. There were 3 events for each of us. My dad went first. His age was 31.
Jeez.
Yeah. Kurt went next. He was 71.
Body's breaking down.
And then I went last and I got 22.
You're a young buck. That's that pimp power.
I was killing it.
Pimp pants
during the home run one. My dad hit 5 home runs though. Kurt hit 2. It's out of 10. Kurt hit 2. I hit 8, and I was hitting consistently over 600 feet on my home runs on the Wii.
Damn.
I was like the first or like the second one I hit, I was like 637 feet. What the hell?
New record.
I know.
You
I was
were
like,
young,
God damn. Roided up.
I got Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the Switch, so I've been playing that shit.
It's a big win. That's a good game.
One of the
best. One of the best.
What about one of the best trivia facts? I know you got something for me.
Oh, just like in general, like just a normal day-to-day fact. Did you know that Ronald Reagan invented the blueberry Jelly Belly?
What?
He loved jelly beans so much that he came up with he wanted the blueberry flavor.
Buck who tried to ruin our country?
Yep.
Wow, I have different thoughts about him
now. It changes everything. He's the best man of all time. Now.
He's a hero.
He's a hero. Did you know that the Atlanta airport sees more passengers than any other airport in the world by nearly 17 million?
I didn't know the ratio, but I did know it was the biggest hub in the world.
Yeah. Then Dubai.
Did you know that Dollman is a little guy?
He's just a little guy who's lost, specifically.
He's lost. You don't know where he's going.
He just needs what do you want, a new hat or something?
He needs a new hat. That is this move.
So, we've already said some facts, but what if we name these facts?
And then do some facts about the movie.
So there's obviously Dollman versus Demonic Facts, and there's just Fact Man versus Demonic Toys.
Dollman versus Factonic Toys.
Ooh. Factonic plates?
Factonic plates. Some people don't believe in those, Brady.
Tectonic or factonic plates?
Tectonic plates.
Everyone believes in factonic plates.
They ought to. In a surprising twist, they don't. So let's school them with some factonic plates.
Yeah.
Education is important. You dumb fucks.
What about Fact in America?
Fact in the USA.
Tectonic plates.
They sent me down to kill the yellow man. It's fucking yeah.
It's Facts Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen, but instead of any of that, it's just Factonic plates. Tectonic plates.
We should make this an album
of all of our stupid fact name songs.
Yeah, and like the budget song.
Yeah, we could sell it for $350 million a CD.
Yeah, never sold one. We'd be so rich.
But the production costs for us here are insane. Like,
that's the only way we can break even.
Yeah, $350 million per CD. You're in luck
with the deluxe edition.
It's gonna have 37,000 songs on 80,000 discs.
It was like and there's like a nice box cover too.
Nice, yeah. You got to fit all those discs in there. Has to be a nice box cover. So,
my friend Chris just said that somebody crashed into his electric pole outside of his place. He was covered in blood, and Chris had to pull him out.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So
is that
he's
true?
He's a silly guy, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul's just being a silly dude. Friend of the podcast. I've got 6 factonic plates for you.
Start with one.
A third Dollman movie was planned but never materialized.
Wow. What could have been? Dollman 3, Seagull.
That's what we were all, seed people.
Seed. Are we getting Birdemic 4, right?
I believe so. I believe there's a 4th in production. I doubt it. Let's see. Anticipated dates for Birdemic 4.
Birdemic 4. Birdman 4.
And if there's a title in the works, Birdemic 4 Garden of Paradise.
Great name. Great name.
The bird attack continues, this time in San Francisco.
Great name. And no,
look at the cover art.
He does well with those. Any prospective date?
Scrolling to the bottom of IMDb. No.
Probably for a decade.
Probably. Yeah, actually, all of these covers have been like Birdemic 3 Sea Eagles was very good too.
Beautiful. Exactly.
So that was the first fact. What do you want now?
Second fact.
2 and you want number 2. Frank Welker, who voiced Baby Oopsie Daisy, also voiced Bullseye in Toy Story 2, which, like Demonic Toys, also features living toys.
He's got a type.
Likes living. Bullseye didn't really say anything, but yeah, that's all he did.
Good work if you can get it.
Yeah. What do you want next?
The third fact. That's not here, so we can do it normal.
This movie is part of the notorious German Schlafaz series.
Yeah,
it was
aired, they have our jobs.
October 2023 on German TV station Tele 5. Schlafaz is the abbreviation, meaning worst films ever. In the series, 2 hosts present the whole flick, dress up like the main characters, and discuss the overwhelming incompetence of those films. Great fun.
Dress up like Bardo and a hot girl. We should do that. Dress up like
we should do that.
Yeah, good call. Starting next week. With what's our movie?
50 Shades Freedom.
I call the boy.
Shit, I gotta be naked?
Yeah, you do.
Actually, I don't know. I don't even know what's gonna happen in that because they're Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele are supposed to get married.
Cool. Let's get married.
We're gonna get married. I'm gonna be in a wedding dress. Next, number 4.
Please.
The demonic toys were originally meant to go up against the Puppet Master puppets in Puppet Master 4, released this same year. But the idea was scrapped when the idea of the Decapitron puppet for that film was developed. The demonic toys later went up against Puppet Master's puppets in 2004's Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. But so the producers had this really great character called the Decapitron that they had to unleash in 93. So they waited 11 years to do the crossover.
Interesting. Decapitron. Good name, I think.
What about Canopy?
Bad name. The worst Transformer.
Good name, bad Transformer.
I don't know, but he he is the worst Transformer.
He's not even a fighting tent. He's just a tent.
Next, the penultimate fact, please.
Can you keep me dry, Canopy? Penultimate is that the new demonic toy from this film, Zombie Toyd, is a blonde G.I. Joe action figure with a sword for a weapon, mocking the G.I. Joe toys.
There was some G.I. Joe talk. Fucking G.I. Jane joke?
It was a G.I. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Nothing. I mean, the I'm Just Ken was an amazing Oscars performance, but can it top the Will Smith slap?
And can it top Canopy?
Ooh. What'd you find about Canopy?
Only in The Last Night. He's not like a prior creation believer.
So they were like just trying to come up with like one extra character, and they're like what's so cool we can make him?
Yeah.
Bit of a fucking tent. What idiots.
For all the special kids.
And they never brought him back again because he got murdered.
Fucking nuked.
Because he couldn't hide because he's a goddamn tent in the middle of an open field in the middle of a construction site. Yeah.
Canopy's dumbass.
And my last one here, ultimate fact, is that Dollman quotes "Pop Goes the Weasel" when he blows off Jack Attack's head with this 5.96.8 Ruger handgun. "Pop Goes the Weasel" is a nursery rhyme and singing game, which the Jack in the Box children's toy often plays the medley of.
Yeah. Good writing.
Good one-liners from Brick Bardo, as per usual.
A Jack in the Box?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's some wicked shit.
Shit.
That jump scare video in real life.
Is a Jack in the Box? They're not even that scary, though.
No.
Ah! Got you worse than a Jack in the Box. Like that.
He fucked me. Yeah. Good facts. I thought you were gonna have 0, so I'm glad you dug 6 out of the dirt.
Straight from the dirt. Oops, I accidentally clicked on Microsoft OneNote. Hold up, it's trying to boot up OneNote over here.
I need a OneNote.
Gotta see a man. So Nicole is shrunk.
Of course. And she's has to fight an iconic toy. Well, who should she fight? Like a Furby?
Oh shit! Remember the Furby and Mitchell's versus the Machines? That thing was strong.
Yeah, I was. What was a weird toy you had as a kid that she could fight? I like Connects.
I don't know if you can really fight Connects. Man, put her in the ring with a Beyblade, she getting ripped up.
Oh. And she's riding a Beyblade into battle.
Yeah, against other Beyblades. Yeah, they say 1, 2, 3, let it rip. She's tiny. She's riding on top of it. And
was there a Beyblade movie, right?
There might have been. There was definitely a TV show. I watched some of the
Beyblades
TV show.
Movie. We should do the Beyblades movie.
I know there's a Yu-Gi-Oh movie and a Digimon movie and the Pokemon
Beyblade,
ones.
The movie, Fierce Battle.
Beyblades rock.
The Beyblades, are they characters or they're trainers like the characters?
So there's a trainer that owns the Beyblades and they let it rip and they battle each other. But the Beyblades themselves have a little clip that you put into it. That's a character. That's a sentient character that controls the top.
In the game?
Yes.
Or in the show?
In the show. You can't create the sentient thing when in real life playing the game. But then they can send out the creatures from the Beyblades and those creatures fight while the tops fight as well.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
So Nicole Kidman's trying to take on like a fucking dragon that comes out of one of the Beyblades.
She's the sentience of her own Beyblade.
Yeah, she just comes like normal sized Nicole.
She's trying to RKO a dragon off of a Beyblade.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Our girl. And
we're only 40 minutes. I think we can bust through some of this actually. 40 minutes?
Some of it.
Yeah.
We could do a little bit of it.
The movie's only an hour. I mean, one of the shortest films we've watched to this point. I'm trying to think of what's been shorter. Liar Liar Vampire was like 54 minutes.
Yeah, I think I was reading something. I think Liar Liar Vampire technically counts as a short movie.
Because it's under an hour.
The cutoff.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we've done
Let's go for 15 more minutes. And it'll be like, and then we'll keep going too. We're not like stopping or nothing. That's just like for our own sake. Yeah.
So the movie. You said that Brick Bardo didn't look like Brick Bardo because he's hitchhiking, but he's what? Because he's too short for all the cars to see him as he's got his thumb up.
He's still stuck here on Earth, I guess, or back on Earth in some form or fashion.
And he hates being stuck on this planet. He's like, but maybe a small girl like me would make my time better. It's like really ambitious for you to think that a small girl like you would show up. Because when reading the title of Dollman versus Demonic Toys, I don't actually know that there's going to be a small girl from the Bad Channels franchise, but there is.
You're right. It is ambitious.
But he looks up, Pahuda, 20 miles away, and that sign turns into the intro credits. And right away, I was watching this, and I messaged you guys in the group chat. I was like, I'm hyped during these credits. It was like kind of James Bond style.
But it was a touch of surrealist coolness to it.
The scenes and the characters appearing in Bardo's sunglasses.
That's Bardo's cool. a badass motherfucker. That's what makes him. Excuse me. What separates him from the other full moon shit, the evil Bong people. They think they're cool. Bardo is cool. You know what I mean?
So fucking cool.
And he's like you could have put 70. Yeah.
You could put him in James Bond. You could have put him in Django Unchained, and he would have been so cool.
You would have fucked everybody up. Yeah.
No. And then the sunglasses fly off into space and then appear on Dollman's body in Pahuda. And there's a green hazy filter as we see a series of toys come to life and kill people and tie people up. But one girl shooting at the toys. This is, what was her name again? Judith Gray.
Judith Gray.
She has a history with the demonic toys.
She hunts them. And she's like a cop, right?
She's like a renegade detective, yeah.
Yeah, and like Bardo from the first Dollman movie, she's like suspended, and they're like telling her, you got to quit this shit. You're on suspension.
Oh, that's right. Ooh, good cross. I forgot about it. I'm just here to do my laundry.
Yeah, he's like, Bardo, you've been suspended for 2 years. What are you doing?
Well, this was all actually a dream. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. She wakes up from her nightmare in her car outside an arcade with a clown logo.
Eerie. It's not like a cool chill clown guy.
But I thought it was an arcade. It's not an arcade. It's a toy store called Toyland.
Toyland. This is... If you're clued in on the title of the movie and the spooky music behind it, doesn't seem like a chill, cool place to be.
And apparently Toyland needs an overnight security guard. The security guard's a little person.
But the obsession with the little people in a movie with an already shrunken person. So we have like a double aspect of two little people.
Jamming to rock music in the middle of the night, smoking a cigar, looking at nudie mags, when a drunk homeless man falls through the ceiling into a pile of boxes of toys. And
what the fuck is this shit?
He's broken and he's just trying to stay warm and dry through this thunderstorm at night. I don't know why he went through the ceiling, but and there are a bunch of toys laying out that he is talking to.
Like he's like delusional. He would guess.
Yeah, he's a drunk.
He's hammered.
Yeah. And Judith Gray checking out the Toyland warehouse because she knows that there is something wrong in here.
And she's from the first demonic toys.
Correct.
And the tiny lady's from Bad Channels. Okay.
Correct. And so she's on suspension, like you said. Her boss is actually sending in other detectives and cops to take her down because she's not supposed to be in there.
Even though she's after the real criminals. Toys. Little baby toys.
Maybe she's drunk too. We don't know. But the drunk homeless man finds a tricycle. He's riding it all around when he hits a wall.
Very Jigsaw-esque.
Yep. Hits a wall. Pre-Saw, though. That's good. Saw was derivative of this.
In many instances.
He hits the wall. He falls over and smacks his head on the concrete ground so hard and starts bleeding out. And his blood runs across the ground over to a box of toys that is generating some what looks to be like electricity. And with his blood, he brought 4 toys to life. An evil clown Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
A robot with laser guns. Baby Oopsie Baby Daisy. And the zombie toy G.I. Joe looking figure.
So this is the lore of the toys? They need human blood to activate?
Correct.
And it's just random ass homeless guy who fucking crashed through the ceiling and then killed himself.
I guess
the catalyst.
So Judith Gray really had a good hunch because I guess
this is going to happen.
I guess the toys have been eradicated already at this point. She's like, God, I just had this feeling that this thunderstorm's going to bring in a drunk
guy. Put some blood in them.
Yeah. And so she's wandering the boxes. She made it right past security, walking through the front door.
Well, yeah.
She's wandering the boxes, completely unaware of what she may stumble upon. And then the toys are actually able to use that like electricity magic thing to get rid of the drunk man's body and all his blood.
Just magic. Yeah, they're demonic. So demon dark magic probably.
So nobody's ever going to think he was murdered or anything. He's just now a missing person.
Forever.
Which is sad for his family.
Yeah. You would want the closure, but maybe they can always hold on to that little bit of how delusional as it may be.
That's sad. But cops or Judith comes in, sees the toys in there, just starts opening fire. I don't know where baby Oopsie Daisy got a gun, but he starts firing back too.
Yeah, it's a real ass gun.
And then they escape through an air duct in the warehouse, and the cops and security guard come in.
Big air duct movie. Huge air duct movie.
Yeah. Cops come in. Maybe a thing about Die Hard.
What year did Die Hard come out? Right around it. I
hope Die Hard came out after this, so it's derivative. Die Hard came out in 88.
88, wow.
So
that's earlier than I thought. I thought it was a 90s.
I thought it was early 90s. Yeah.
John McTiernan.
And the cops and the security guard come in on her firing her gun into a vent without any villains or toys to be seen. So they arrest her. They're like, you're for sure.
You're crazy. You're just opening fire in a random ass toy store.
You're not on suspension anymore. You're fired.
Get out of here.
And so everybody.
Badge. Did she have to do that? I don't remember.
You're a woman. Get out of here.
I mean, if a man did it, he would probably be awarded. This movie invites the feminist reading of this.
And if a dog did it, he would become a national hero.
How many movies have you seen a dog? I'm sure there's some where a dog shoots somebody.
I don't know, actually.
We've seen an alien accidentally shoot.
Yeah. My dad and I also had a conversation when we were playing the Wii with Kurt. Would you rather like fight 4 aggressive cops like hand to hand or 1 police dog?
Ooh. Probably the dog for success, but I would like to fight the cops personally.
Just because.
And I like the dog. Yeah, I don't want to hit a dog, but just to tussle with the 4 guys. Can I do them one after the other?
No, I feel like they're all on me. I feel like they're all on you.
I feel like there's no way I could win that.
I don't think you could beat a dog either. They're so fast and so strong.
Get a kick in the head or something.
Yeah, maybe. Well, the security guard's in there alone now, and he actually encounters baby Oopsie Daisy in the vent. What do you mean, what if it's a Dalmatian?
You could beat a Dalmatian pretty easily.
But not like a German Shepherd or a Rottweiler or something like that? Okay, I see what you're saying. Dalmatians are mean.
They look weird.
If it was a police Shih Tzu, I got this. I promise.
I could take it. Or get some little hairs out. Yeah.
But yeah, the security guard's now alone in there, and he encounters baby Oopsie Daisy in the vent and falls to the ground as baby says he could use someone like him.
Like, is this mind control powers?
I don't think so. I think he was just a little person. They were taking advantage of him. This movie, full of little people.
Yes, yes. And the dwarf, the little people, the physical little people, not the shrunken little people in full moon movies are always treated very poorly, I feel like. They're always like scummy.
Yeah.
Looking at porn and jerking off and smoking.
All the time.
Drinking. Yeah, they're not a very very ubiquitous view of them.
Honestly, with how much has been in this season, I think we can bring back our bracket award from the first season.
Best little person?
Yeah.
Worst little person? Yeah, there's been a ton.
You got Dollman, you got the security guard, you've got Ginger, you've got the short person,
the worst guy ever.
String, yes. You got Howard the Duck.
There you go. You got 5 right there. Howard the Duck was this season?
Yeah, that was our first episode.
When's our last episode?
The end of April.
This has been a long season. But not that I'm complaining.
Yeah. Well, you cut to a kitchen in a standard house. Just a normal house. But
normal as could be.
The utensil drawer opens all on its own, and out steps
This is
a
funny.
tiny banging girl.
She was like sleeping under like a napkin or something.
Yeah.
Good.
And she's
This
banging.
isn't good. She's banging. In like a bikini for why not, right?
Yeah.
And then this is some good like set piece work, some good comedy work, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I'd put that in my notes. Honestly, if
yeah.
this is a giant built set that Nurse Ginger is hanging out on, it's a good production design. I like.
I don't know how they did it. It's cool, and the movie. It should have been this the whole time. Just this lady just being like, "Ooh, this toast is gigantic. Ooh, this coffee's huge." That'd have been a great movie. She's like taking a bath in the coffee mug, you know. She's taking a
Full on
shower
like
in the sink.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids action. Yeah.
That's fine. She sold it well.
Yeah. And Bardo sees a newspaper that a girl was shrunk to 12 inches by aliens. So now all he has to do is find her. She's in this city where he's in.
Somewhere.
And so he's trying to find her. But some creep reporter was filming Nurse Ginger through the window.
This guy looks familiar. Was he in some other full moon stuff?
I don't know. I couldn't pin it on him.
He looks familiar. Let me
he probably is in another full moon. They recycle the same people. But
what's this called? Dollman versus Demonic Toys?
Correct. Is
that what this movie's called?
Yes.
Dollman versus Demonic Toys. Okay.
Yes.
What's his name? Reporter or something?
I don't know what his name was.
Let's look at the cast. And it's Dollman versus Demonic Toys, is what you're saying.
Yes. That's the title.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either.
There's a guy named Bum. No. Maybe Oopsie Daisy's voice. Can't be him. Don't know.
Well, he was watching her sunbathe in there, and he somehow sweet talks her into an interview with him to get him to leave her alone. Otherwise, he just would have harassed her the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And then Ginger's hanging out on the counter, right? When a tarantula crawls down from the ceiling over the toaster.
You forget, audience, she's little. So this is not just a freaky tarantula. This is the size of her or larger.
This is huge. Yeah. And she's about to basically die. It's attacking her. But Bardo comes out from behind the coffee machine, shoots it dead.
Yeah, his tiny little gun still packs a big old punch. This Bardo. And now
that's a euphemism for his penis.
It is a euphemism for his penis. And now we have the two storylines we were all waiting for to connect. The titular doll man and the lady from Bad Channel.
from the title that's not announced, from the movie that's not announced,
and no one knows about.
Tyler.
That's a bad title.
Judith is trying to get information out of the reporter spying on Ginger with some flirtatious work. She finds out where Bardo and Ginger are staying, and so she heads there. And Ginger's just so happy to see someone her size, and she's got so many questions. Bardo. Yeah. And so Bardo is going to fill her in. Literally. Nice.
Ooh, because he's horny.
And this is the series of flashbacks, but unlike Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong, it's not 20 minutes worth for each franchise. It was short. It was sweet. It covered what it needed to. It also wasn't in the outline of a cookie with a green haze around it.
Or a bong cloud. Yeah. It was a little more thematically relevant than this.
It was basically like the whole screen and you could see it. So Brick Bardo tells us what we know in Dollman, basically. We flash back to scenes. And I put all these scenes freaking rock. I saw them all. I was like, I love Dollman. Ginger tells him that she has an even crazier story. And so I didn't take any notes about Dollman. So if you haven't, folks, go listen to Dollman episode because it really does rock.
That movie.
Oh, nice. But I did take notes for the other two because we haven't seen those. So Ginger tells him, I've got an easier, crazier story. So we flash to her past. Aliens showed up on Earth in the movie Bad Channels with a desire to turn Earth people short.
Is that for their conquering purposes or something?
I'm guessing so. Maybe they're tastier. I don't know. But these giant... No, it wasn't, because they wanted music for some reason. These giant-headed aliens, they wanted music and babes to go with it. So they broke into a radio network to play the intergalactic dating game, and they teleported 4 women on Earth into these little glass jars. Like these little space bottles, because those 4 women were listening to music. So it like sucked them through their headphones or something. But the DJs were able to defeat the alien monster in time before they were sent away into space.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to none of that.
Whatever that means.
That's bad channels.
That's bad channels. Like radio channels. And they were able to turn 3 of the 4 girls back to normal size before the aliens fled and left. But the aliens fled the DJ before the DJs could change Ginger to normal size. And so she's stuck here on Earth as a small person, and Bardo's stuck here on Earth as a small person. They're both 11 inches tall. So let's start fucking.
Yeah.
I paused mine.
Me too.
Okay.
Let's fuck.
Is
that an order to the audience?
Yeah.
We should leave a big silence in there. But instead of movies, let's start fucking.
I insert a little sound clip. Now is your opportunity to go and fuck.
I was gonna say, did we come back and be like, you fuck? That'll be our intro tomorrow.
Perfect. Did you fuck?
Did you fuck? Sweet, dope. Thanks for splitting it, Brandino.
Yeah, we got a good ways through. This is going to be like an hour and 40 episode, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Tempest was.
I was even vamping a little bit to fill some time and stuff, but it's great.
I had such a hard time trying to pick what Tempest scenes to use. Did you listen to the episode already?
Not officially. I think I'm too behind.
Oh,
sometimes I play the videos on mute on YouTube at work. You see what I'm saying?
So that's where our YouTubes are getting some views.
Some of them.
But I had such a hard time, so I picked 2 scenes that I thought was funny. It was a monster with 2 heads. Maybe I'll give this head a drink now.
That was a good one. Yeah.
And then the other one was like, do you fancy Ferdinand? She's like, well, I've only ever seen you and this monster Caliban. So yeah, he looks pretty hot. Those are the 2 scenes I used.
I mean, any scene with the language you could almost use.
Yeah. I mean, they have the language. Every scene does. But I was trying to find 2 that were like also subtextually funny. Let me give this other head a drink. And yeah, this guy's super hot. I've only ever seen my dad and an alien
monster slave.
Rock monster slave.
Caliban's pretty hot though.
Is he?
For the sophomores, yeah, I'm gonna do poetry March Madness. So they're all gonna have to choose a poem and analyze it, and then we're gonna vote on who's got the better poem to go for.
Nice. There you go. The number 1 seeds were all the projected number 1 seeds.
Purdue, UConn, and others.
Houston and UNC.
Houston got fucking dog walked yesterday.
I know they did.
2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. Yeah,
Purdue didn't even make it to the championship game for their conference. They lost early.
I know. Yeah, to Wisconsin, right?
And then NC State beat UNC, so a little in-state rivalry.
NC State wasn't going to make it.
Did you see how big that center for NC State is?
I love that guy, number 30.
I saw a thing that he plays like Zach Randolph, and he kind of looks like Zach Randolph's kid. And he's just out there like 6'9", 270, just.
Well, and Baycott's like kind of similar looking too. They were smashing into each other.
Oh, Baycott's good too.
That'll be good. I'm gonna make them all fill out brackets and shit.
Nice. I'm gonna make a Cali bracket.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'll send you and Alex links if you want to put them in a.
We sure do.
Tourney challenge.
Sure do.
You sure? Purdue.
I don't like Purdue. Goodbye, B. Nettiger.
We'll see you tomorrow.
I also sent you the recording just now already.
I saw that. That's perfect.
Peace, pimpers.
See ya.